How much do you admire Prince Nassim Hamid?
I mean, I know Prince Nassim Hamid from that eyes.
Well, this is why I asked you, because he is one of the best defensive boxers in the world, and he based his style on yours.
Well, we train together, and anybody who trains together, it doesn't matter who the person is. You copy style. You take something from it and use it to your own ability. Yes, you do that, and hence that's probably what you did as well. Yeah.
So you're proud then that he does so well?
Oh, of course I am. I'm proud that he's done so well.
But are you annoyed that he's ripped off your style?
No, not annoyed. It's like me. Where did I get it from? I got it from Ali. I looked at Ali. Ali was a guy who never got hit. Well, he did get hit, but hardly got hit. That's what I took it from him and used it for myself. And Naz has done the same thing for himself, and he's done well out of it. Brilliant. I'm really pleased for him.
Tell us about this trick with the newspaper you used to do at the Thomas à Becket gym on the Old Kent Road. Because it's legend. As I understand it, you'd have a bit of newspaper like this, and you'd stand on one half, and I'd stand on the other half, and then I'd just try and hit you, and you'd all get out of the way. Is that it?
As long as you don't try it now,
no, we won't.
You're okay.
We won't try it now. I'd keep doing that, and you'd just...
Yeah, and I'd just move my head all the time, moving my hips and my shoulders and my head, and you won't be able to hit me. And we used to do this in exhibitions, going around the clubs, and it was absolutely brilliant doing them. And people they couldn't believe them when Brendan used to take us around to different places.
But it's useful practice, I think, for those very small rings you sometimes get.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was brought up in a small ring. It was boxing in Nottingham, the Radford Boys Boxing Club.
Oh, right,
There's a postage stamp. I'm telling you, a postage stamp, and we used to get out of the way all the time. It's so small, it's unbelievable. I don't know how I moved out of the way.
Did you ever even once get clumped on the ends of the nose doing that?
In the latter stages of my boxing career, yes I have.
All right. Now, look, thanks for just a moment. Now, Herol and Frank will be taking your calls a little bit later, so get dialing now on 0990 200 655. That's 0990 200 655.
Now the footy season's underway, and we've had a jelly baby break. I haven't actually been offered one, but there we go. Still with us, Herol Graham and Frank Maloney. And Frank, let's have a chat about Lennox now, because he's your flagship fighter, obviously, and I'm sure Herol won't mind me saying that. He's a world heavyweight champion, isn't he, for heaven's sake? What are your plans for him?
Well, he's due to fight on October the 4th, Andrew Galotta, in what is the first sort of big heavyweight fight for a long time. At least we'll know there will be no dancing, no crying or no ear biting in this fight. It'll be a bit of rough stuff, and it's a good competitive fight. I mean, it's really caught the excitement of America. We've just done a press tour of America, flying around in jets. I think it was 5 or 6 cities. I lost track after a while, and the reception everywhere we went is unbelievable, and it's just really caught the imagination.
Do they like Lennox because he's a Brit, or would he, if he was American, would he be even more successful?
Oh no, he'd be much more successful if he was American. They actually dislike him because he's a Brit over there. But this fight, for some unknown reason, has caught the imagination of the American public and the American press, and it's getting press every day over there.
Why would it happen over there and not over here? Because you've said in the past that not being in America hurts a fighter's chances of getting the big punch-ups.
Well, because the TV over there is different, the casinos are there to back it, and the sponsorships deals are better over there. It's really the dollar that dictates where the sort of major heavyweight fights go, and the casinos are the biggest players there. I mean, Caesars have bought this one for Atlantic City at a staggering amount of money they've paid for it.
But then when Lennox and Bruno fought, I mean, a couple of London boys fighting each other, they fought in Cardiff. What was that all about?
It was a fight for the British public.
In Cardiff, a couple of Londoners.
They fought in Shepton Mallet before.
Yeah, that's right. Bruno fought in Shepton Mallet. You know, so
shit and smell it, as we know it in Somerset.
it was a good fight. Once again,
I must apologise.
Yeah, so must I. But it is. It's Shepton Mallet. It's all farm and everything, and it smells.
So you got where you went in boots when you go there?
Yeah, but you have, especially Shepton Mallet Showground. Shepton Mallet Showground. Sorry, I apologise all round. Please carry on without me.
Yeah, okay. So Lennox is fighting Andrew Galotta not in Shepton Mallet. Now, who would you like him to fight eventually? Holyfield?
Well, yeah, that's the fight everyone would like to see. I mean, that's the ultimate fight to prove who is the best heavyweight out there. But first, we must get over Andrew Galotta, which is not an easy fight. It's a good competitive fight. I would say Lennox slightly has the edge in that fight, But a lot of people in America are picking Gallotta to beat Lennox Lewis. That's what makes the fight interesting, because it's a very competitive fight.
And as you say, there's not going to be anything weird happening in this one, because we've had a really bad run, haven't we, with starting when that micro light came in, the parachute bloke came in, and then we had McCall crying in the corner, we had the ear-biting incident.
Well, the only thing, I mean, as everyone knows, Gallotta was disqualified in his last 2 fights for low blows to Riddick Bowe, so we're a little bit...
And he was doing well in both of them as
well,
wasn't he?
so one of the conditions for Lennox to take that fight is that he visit the sperm bank before before that fight, just in case anything happens to him. And we're having a special protector made for him.
Once again, I must apologise. I've no control over what the guests say, obviously. I'm very sorry about that.
All the presenters, obviously. Just, Herol, what did you think of that Tyson Holyfield thing, just to get your opinion on it?
I thought it was ear-raising, actually, but, it's a bad thing what went off. What come off, actually, and spat out. But, no, I've got to say this. Remember Brian Anderson?
Yeah.
Brian Anderson, a good friend of mine, is an ex-boxer as well, is now a probation officer, soon to be a black probation officer in prison. And like, he did the same to an opponent. I think it was down south somewhere. It nipped his ear and he got thrown out of the ring. I've got to mention that, because he did that and he got thrown out, and so should have...
Did he get fined, was it
2 million?
2 million?
No, he didn't.
Was this before or after?
This was
So,
well before. Well before. Yeah.
So he's going around with a T-shirt now saying,
I did it, I was first.
Actually.
But he was a bad thing, yeah, definitely.
And then we had Lennox's fight. The Akinwande didn't want to scrap.
Just didn't want to fight, did he?
Yeah.
When he came to the ring, and he was beat before he got in the ring.
He just wanted to cuddle, and Akinwande's a good fighter. Why? He
Well,
just
no,
wanted.
I mean, people said he was a good fighter. If you studied the forms on paper, which is a job of a manager to do, it was a total mismatch from word go. And I mean, I'm not saying that after the event. I have been quoted as saying that before the event.
Yeah.
I was the only person
But
who believed it.
a lot of respected sort of pundits did say Akinwande was a good fighter, and if he just had a go, he might have done something.
Well, maybe the respected pundits should check up on a few things before they make comments.
Did you always think he'd never have a chance then?
I said it was a mismatch from the word go. From the moment the fight was made, I declared this as a total mismatch.
Okay then.
And he was disqualified, but he picked up his money, didn't he?
Well, that's the Nevada State Commission, so it was their rules. I think they reprimanded him, but obviously let him keep his money. He wasn't getting as much as Tyson, so...
Yeah, but it was still about £2 million, wasn't it? Or something like that?
I think he got $1 million and Don King kept the other $1 million.
Oh, right.
Do you get on well with Don?
We talk.
Do you?
Yeah, he's not a bad fella.
Did you see me wearing the Don King wig earlier?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Don King wig?
Have you still got it?
No, the fish
somewhere?
tank's wearing it at the
Fish
moment.
tanks get it. Oh, yeah.
I've just thought if Herol put it on, he'd probably look quite like Don King. Put that
What
on. Go
are
on.
the chances
Shove
of
that on,
that, mate?
See if you look
No
like...
way round!
Gordon Bennett, where's the ears here?
Yeah, there we go. That is Don King, look. Frank.
Oh, you look good, Errol.
Yeah, man. It's man, it's man. Oh, it's man, it's man. Yes.
Oh, God. That's
You look good, Errol.
I need the glasses.
Glasses.
And glasses.
Hang on, let me get some off camera for. He's got some glasses
Oh, yeah,
on.
yeah, camera
Wait a minute.
He's
Come
gonna
here,
need
give us
it,
your
yeah.
glasses. Go on, Leo. There you go.
Oh, and there's a few gold chains here, Errol. To get
Yeah.
right.
Right. Do it in one.
You can do
Yeah. Tyson, I want you, Tyson. Tyson. Yeah, Ming, you know what's going down, Tyson.
I think that's the funniest thing I've ever seen on this show.
Hey, you can make the fight Steve Collins direct.
That's very good.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, dare
Right.
you.
Unfortunately,
Dare you. You get a fight with
camera 4
Collins.
can't
Oh,
focus
yeah.
without his glasses, so...
Oh yeah, we got to
you'll
give
need
him
them
back.
back.
Oh dear,
what
look,
I
thanks
do?
for the moment, guys. Right, Herol and Frank are here, taking your calls. If you've got a question, dial this number, 0990 200 655, which is our regular
live?
studio number anyway. That's 0990 200 655.